Live for Summerslam in XCW Universe mode, our 4th month here in this universe. And here we are seeing our very first matchup. We will be CJ and Jay Lyons, the Pride, teaming up tonight with Alpha 1, who has yet to pick a victory here in XCW Universe mode, taking on Alex Davis, Tyrant, and Lucky Chance in a 3 versus 3 tag team matchup. Last month we saw a great 3 versus 3 elimination tag team match, and here tonight we are going to see these 6 men competing for pride and for influence here in XCW Universe. As you see on the card, we have a United States Championship matchup, a European Championship matchup, a special 6-man tag team matchup, and a Undisputed Championship match as well as a couple of other matches thrown in for good measure. But here we are going to jump right into the action, and we have Pride and Alpha here starting things out. Yes, here we do. We've got our tag team champions in the chat. First ones to respond here tonight. This should be a good match here. We have seen Alpha at ringside for a tag team match of the Pride. He is, again, still not officially joined them in any capacity, but we do know they are friends and friends backstage. But here tonight they are going to be teaming up together. Alpha has had a rough patch in these first few weeks here, this first month in XCW Universe, going 0 for 4, including what would have been a great opportunity. He fought the debuting Mohammed Joda, or Mojo. He lost that matchup last week to a devastating springboard bro kick. He went for a springboard maneuver into the ring, and Mojo was able to jump up quickly, hit a bro kick in midair, and lay out Alpha. So we know that he is desperately seeking his first win. As we all know, one win can turn everything around here occasionally in XCW Universe mode. And these 3 men on the right, Alex Davis, Tyrant, and Lucky Chance, have all not been able to compete for a title except for Tyrant. Lucky Chance had quite a few chances this month. Would have had a chance to fight for the undisputed #1 contendership, but lost a match to Brian Nash. Lost a #1 contendership match for the United States Championship to Just Insane. Then had one last chance in a triple threat match to fight for the European Championship here at SummerSlam, but he just simply refused to win any of those matchups. Hello, Techno and Madfire. We got at least 3 in the chat now. Thank you guys for watching. Let's watch here the entrance of the Pride.
The following 6-man contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, the Scorpion Soldier 50 and King J, the Brotherhood.
The Pride making their way out to the ring. The first members of this team in the ring now. Jay right there with the mask on. They had a great month last month in XCW Universe mode. The only thing they didn't do was come up just short in that #1 contendership match. Both winning matches, main event matches last month. But this month, they had a horrible month. Did not win a single match combined. Wanting to turn that around, as well as their friend here, Alpha 1. Shout out to Alex Wolf, who's in the chat, and our tag team champions Wolf and Phantom. They each only have 2 attires. It's actually the 5th match. You didn't tell me you wanted me to switch it to the earlier one, or at least I didn't get that. You were saying I'll probably stay for the whole thing, so I didn't. Sorry about that. And you're not really hearing any interesting music for Alpha here. I think he said he made a new entrance, but for some reason it wasn't with his wrestler. Wolfpack Alpha 1. You can see that Wolfpack logo on the back, but sponsored by Jordan officially, a sponsor of the Jordan brand. You see him decked out in gear head to toe in it. So far, it doesn't matter how much money he's making off those endorsements. He is not picking up wins here in XCW Universe, and that needs to change starting with this matchup here tonight. I don't know what happened with your new entrance, Shani. Just to let you know, I had a call recently uploaded, and when he came out, he did not have the new entrance I gave him that I had uploaded with him. So maybe there's some kind of glitch going online where it's not downloading new entrances on occasion or something.
And from Mount Olympus, the prototype Alex Davis.
Alex Davis here tonight has picked up some wins but some losses as well. He is here tonight to prove his worth, maybe getting improving his standing here in XCW Universe, possibly fighting for one of these championships, as we're adding the European Championship here tonight. We have 4 men later on tonight competing in that fatal 4-way match, and it will be under Extreme Rules. Although in reality, it would already technically be under Extreme Rules, since Extreme Rules means there's no rules except for the fact that you can can't get counted out. I mean, you can't get counted out or disqualified in a normal fatal 4-way match, so it kind of makes no sense. But I don't know how he survives that pyro. Alex Davis here tonight has looked pretty good in a couple of matches. He defeated Alpha, I believe, in the second week of this month. I thought Alpha had that match handled, just like I thought he had the match handled last week against Mohamed Joda, but Alpha's still yet to pick up that first victory.
And his partners from Akron, Ohio, the Titan.
Titan coming out to the ring tonight, not very happy. Has been unable to get to where he wants in XCW Universe, being relegated to the opening match, this 6-man tag team match. Tyrant last month had a good chance to fight for the Undisputed Championship or United States Championship. All he had to do was win and survive in that 3 versus 3 tag team match, but he was unable to do so. The only man eliminated on his team. Tyrant did not receive an opportunity like Lucky Chance did, but Lucky Chance, who is going to come out next, was unable to fulfill his end of the bargain when he got that title match expecting to win. Did not. Stop, drop, and roll. There is a confirmed entrance glitch.
And their partner from Melbourne, Australia, Ladies Man.
Wow, listen to that reaction.
Here comes the Ladies Man, Lucky Chance. Every man fearful of his one of his favorite moves to pull off. Actually, he very rarely pulls it off because it's a seated corner move, but the most feared move maybe in XCW Universe, the extracurricular activities. And here he is thrusting his hips for the ladies. You can hear them shouting for him as he does so. And here we go. Let's go ahead, since this is a 3 versus 3 tag team matchup, we might make this match a little bit faster if we turn the momentum to it fast. So here we go. Starting this matchup, we have CJ and Jay Lyons along with Alpha taking on Alex Davis, Lucky Chance, and Tyrant. This is not elimination. This is simply one fall. We'll find out which of these two teams can pull off the win, get a huge victory at one of our largest pay-per-views, SummerSlam, and head into the future with a lot of momentum. And right there we see CJ taking down Alex. Apparently we got Jake and Midnight in the broadcast as well. Quite a few members of XCW Universe here watching live on SummerSlam. Alex Davis hits that jumping knee into the air. A nice move pulled off. Now he's doing a hip toss, taking CJ to the ground. Trying to quickly follow it up, and he does. A deadly kick to the small of the back of CJ. CJ's in a little trouble, but finally curbs the momentum. Both members of his team asking for a tag, and he decides to tag in his brother Jay. But Alex quickly able to pull off, what is this move here? I think it's a, it's a neck breaker, but kind of a reverse stunner as he hits the back of his shoulder instead of hitting the mat. What did you miss, Kirby? This is the first matchup of the night, so you have not missed anything. The match began within the last minute or so, as we see Alex Davis kicking the back of Jay Lyons right there. Alpha trying to attack Alex right there. We've seen him already lost a matchup to him. Does not want to lose yet another. Alpha and the Pride had one of their worst months combined, I believe, 0-8 this month. But this right here might negate the entire worst month of losing if they can get a win at SummerSlam. It did start at 4:15. It is Central Time, not Eastern or Pacific. It started at 4:15. Okay, I just realized what you meant. It's supposed to start at 4:15. I wasn't able to start till about 4:20, 4:25, and then there was really long entrances, and I had a problem where it changed one of my matches, and I had to go check a couple things before I was able to start the pay-per-view. Which titles are there on the line? Good question, Madfire. Every title's on the line. We have a European Championship Fatal 4-Way match. We have a singles match for the United States Championship. We have a tag team 3-way ladder match. Whichever man pulls the briefcase containing the championships inside of them for his team will win. I think that was a signature right there from Alex Davis, hitting that pile driver. Deadly maneuver. Goes for the pinfall here, but quickly his brother CJ gets in, accidentally knocks Alpha to the ground. I don't know if Alpha appreciated that. Jay right here going for a butterfly DDT, and he nails it. So we'll see that triple threat tag team ladder match later on. And as well as that, we also have the Undisputed Championship being held in a singles match, but Bobby Heenan will be at ringside. Going for that, looked like a sweet chin music to the back of the head as Alpha was turned away from Lucky Chance, but Alpha able to block it. Alpha getting his first action of the night.
This might be big. What a reversal.
Tom Hoskins, that's stupid. We've got submission hold right there from Lucky Chance, unable to get Alpha to tap, and he lets him go, trying to cause a little bit more damage before continuing here. Was wheelbarrow? No, I thought that was going to be a wheelbarrow stunner or bulldog maybe by Alpha, but instead it's a wheelbarrow German suplex from Lucky Chance. Why am I so little tonight? That was just an experiment, kind of see how that went. If Jackson was a little bit more able to concentrate or care more about the people in the matches, I think that would have been really, really fun. But I think he did a pretty good job. Also, Sky, probably better at recognizing certain things, but just doesn't really care about wrestling or, in general, any of the people, the characters, doesn't know any of their names. So, but here tonight, solo commentary here, as we are not having our guest commentators. Going for those triple elbow drops again. Jumping up here. What is this? Landing this elbow drop right there. Going for the pinfall. Nobody worried about that kick out as Alpha was able to kick out quickly. Tyrant being punched in the face right there by Alpha. Reign forever. Nice to see you. Always good to see a new face.
He might have to do this by himself. His partner doesn't have much left.
Right here, what is this? Oh man, you saw that move right there, that back suplex, but throws the arm over, taking Tyrant to the ground with CJ. CJ now setting up for a kick to the gut and is able to hit it. Tyrant taking a lot of damage earlier on this matchup. Tyrant going for a spear, but CJ, I guess, able to avoid it right there. Nice brainbuster, that stalling brainbuster from CJ. One of his patent moves right there. Tyrant fighting back. CJ with a great European uppercut, though. Tyrant throwing him into his corner. No, doing a pullback move instead. CJ fighting back. Tyrant coming in with some great strikes. Now he's hitting that exploder suplex. Huge impact. Going for the pinfall, but no. I thought he for a moment was going to use a pinfall right out of that move. Tyrant using that modified spine buster. He hits it hard, and now going for the pinfall. Not even a one as his feet were in the ropes. CJ is not going to be pinned right there. Ooh, man, that power of the punch. The referee needs to always be looking out for CJ. Always pull something out of his trunks. Able to smack Tyrant in the head with it and really change the momentum here as he's hitting another stalled brainbuster. No, he didn't mean debut. He meant it was a viewing during the day. Oh, the seatbelt suplex, or at least that's my name for it. Hit right there by CJ, going for the pin in the far corner. 1, 2, just a 2 count. Great move hit by CJ Parker. Excuse me, CJ Lyons. CJ going to tag somebody in. It's going to be Alpha. They're going. Oh, they're going to do the tag team move. That's the tag team finisher of the Pride. And Alpha going for the pinfall off of it. Referee's down. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Lucky Chance and Alex Davis collided. Almost cost their team the matchup. I can't believe that. That would have been a great ending to this match. But they were able to recover from their collision. And Alex Davis able to hit it. Oh, with Tyrant stalking Alpha here. He jumping up. He hits the RKO, but it's right in front of the Pride are going to get in and break this up. The Pride CJ breaking that pinfall up. Is this PS4 custom shoppy? Sadly, it is not. It is Xbox One. Only saying sadly because I'm assuming that you're a PS4 man. But it is always fun to watch, regardless if you have a man in the universe. Obviously, probably a little bit more fun if you have somebody to cheer for and root for. But anybody who wants to watch or follow, go ahead and do so. We are in our episode 20. 4th week of action, real-time 4th week, 4th month of action in XCW Universe as we hit our 4th pay-per-view, SummerSlam. This is our opening bout. CJ and Jay Lyons, the Pride, teaming up with their friend Alpha One, taking on Alex Davis, Lucky Chance, and Tyrant in this 3 versus 3 tag team matchup. We got Style Scorpion in the chat. Hey, Scorpion. Another member of XCW Universe here. Oh, that sweet chin music by CJ. Thought he might go for a pinfall off it, but instead dragging. He's dragging Alex Davis to the corner. He's begging him to get up so he can kick him in the gut, and he does yet again. Did that quite a few times tonight. Ooh, Alex Davis with that incredible drop kick. CJ gets lifted high into the air, or lifts Davis high into the air. Davis drop kicks him on the way down. CJ, though, immediately attacking Lucky Chance as he enters the ring with that great neck breaker. This team has really had up and down in XCW Universe. First couple of months for the Pride was up and down, losing 2 title matches to our current tag team champions, the Disciples of Destruction. I'm sorry, the Disciples of Darkness, the Blood Brothers, Wolf and Phantom, and have yet to be able to re-earn another #1 contendership match, even during their great month last month leading up to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. But this month, everything turned around. Everything went bad when their friend Alpha 1 joined. Now, I don't think this is in any way related, but simultaneously he joined up, has yet to win. They have yet to win this month as well. Both teams really needing a victory, really needing something to change their luck. Going for that seatbelt suplex again. Great move from CJ. CJ going to go for the pinfall here. 1, 2, just a 2 count. Nobody... Guess Lucky Chance has not had enough damage done in this match. Nobody felt that that was going to be the loss right there. CJ in the house here, able to see the end of this matchup. Oh, tag team finisher. Alpha 1 again joining hands with CJ, going for that that pinfall victory here. They've clashed again. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh! Alpha 1 picking up the victory using the tag team finisher. Oh my, that is just incredible. The tag team finisher of the Pride being used by CJ and Alpha 1. And right there, you saw both Tyrant and Lucky Chance colliding twice, unable to get to the pinfall. This team, obviously a lot better teamwork by the Pride and Alpha 1. Awesome matchup there. Great victory right here. You see this double backbreaker finisher. That is their finishing move. But that is Alpha 1, not a member of the Pride. And you won't see on the screen very well until maybe the last second there. Both Tyrant and, maybe it was Youngblood and Tyrant, excuse me, that were colliding together. Not able to get on the same page here tonight. And right there, Alpha 1 and the Pride picking up an all-important victory. If you were going to have one victory during the month, you're going to sure want it at the pay-per-view. Pick up that extra paycheck. And right there, you see that team standing tall here tonight. Alpha's first win and the Pride get back on track as we head into the next month now. But that was our first matchup here at SummerSlam. Moving on now to our next matchup. I believe this will be our United States Championship match. And it is Warden, our defending champion, facing our challenger, Justin Sane. Justin Sane has had a pretty good career here in XCW Universe. Was the last man inches away from the Money in the Bank championship, briefcase. Was so close to getting it, but fell up just short of it. But this month, beating Lucky Chance in a one-on-one matchup to become the United States #1 contender. And he will be taking on Warden, who, after having, I believe, 7 straight victories, did not win a single match this month, going 0-3. Will this trend continue? Will Justin Sane climb the mountain here, defeat the United States Championship, and claim it as his own? We're going to find out. R King is in the match. I can't remember. Is R King, is that Ross? I can't remember who R King is.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the United States Championship. Making his way to the ring from Reno, Nevada, he is the United States Champion, Warden.
Here is our champion. He is the law here in XCW Universe. He won that championship in a Fatal 4-Way match, retained it last month one-on-one, and has the chance to retain it yet again here tonight against Justin Sane. Still not a win in Alpha's book, even though Alpha got the pinfall. What? How is that not a win? He got the pinfall to beat a 3-man team. What's happening with the tag titles as TBB are making them vacant? What are you talking about? The Blood Brothers are making them vacant. What are you talking about? Is Tyrant in a match? Tyrant actually just competed in a match. He was in a 3 versus 3 tag team match. This was the Pride and Alpha 1 defeated the tag team of Tyrant, Lucky Chance, and Alex Davis. Just missed the matchup. Sorry about that, Hitman. Justin Sane was able to win the United States Championship #1 contendership. This is his first title match here at XCW Universe. No, I didn't see the chat, Madfire. It's hard. Sometimes I get on a, not a rant, but you know, I'm thinking of what to say, and I just string along stuff and don't look at the chat for a couple of minutes. If I've got a good idea in my head of what to say. Justin saying, you see a little teardrop right on the eye there. Ready to compete here tonight. Chicago's own. Prototype Alex Davis is who I am. Oh, Alex Davis. Alex Davis, just like Hitman, y'all are just a little bit too late. Y'all were in the opening bout 6-man tag team match. Both of you guys competed hard but were unable to get the victory as Lucky Chance got pinned. Neither one of you guys got pinned in that matchup. It was Lucky Chance who got defeated. Well, Tom, why is Tom dropping the titles? I mean, he can't drop the titles till at least after the pay-per-view, as the matchup's already set, but he could retain them and drop them if he no longer wanted to compete with them, I guess. But here we go.
This is it. These two
we're gonna hear. Oh, I've got to redo this real fast. Excuse me. Let's say if I restart it, it should let me re-choose the options here, right? Yeah. Okay. Gonna make the momentum slow for those title matches.
And this one should move off the house.
Sorry about that, Alex Davis. Your guy gave it a good shot. He's had a decent career so far in XCW Universe, but unable to pick up this Summerslam win. Is he even in the chat anymore? If he's not in the chat, I don't know why he left or what's going on. He hasn't said anything in quite a while. Tom Haskins or Wolf/Phantom, if you're in the chat, let me know what's up. If you're really not wanting to compete for the tag titles anymore, just let me know. Just Insane, a very spinning man, shall we say. He uses lots of attacks that involve spinning, including that kick to the gut to get his opponent to sit up momentarily as he spins and kicks them. Can't tell if it's in the face or in the chest, but hits them hard. Wimbo, do you have a match? Yes, you do have a match here tonight. You know, pretty late in the card. Wimbo, King Wimbo, will be going one-on-one with a former member of the Disciples of Darkness. You will be facing JS, who left the Disciples of Darkness last week on Raw. He has gotten rid of the face paint. You'll see him later on tonight. We heard back that he was backstage cutting his face after his loss. I know, as bad and as gruesome as that sounds, that's exactly what happened. So you will be facing the Foreign Affairs member will be facing the former member of the Disciples of Darkness later on tonight.
Oh man, that may have knocked him out cold.
And we have Warden right now being kicked off by Justin Sane. Justin Sane with a nice jab, but Warden quickly blocks the next grapple attempt. Blocked strike right there. Shuffle sidekick. You know, he's doing that spinning kick again. I love that move there by Justin Sane. Going for another jab, again blocked by Warden. That attack blocked by Justin Sane. Justin, oh, again shuffle sidekick, sending Warden to the ground. I don't know where he's headed. He's going outside the ring. This is not a Falls Count Anywheres match. This is not any kind of extreme matchup. This is simply a one-on-one. They won't be able to use weapons. dialed score, and how do you get to be in XCW Universe mode? You have to send me your information for a call, and when a slot opens up, if a slot opens up, I shall download him and add him to the Universe mode. When people go inactive, are never in streams, never comment, don't change their character at all, kind of have no contact with me for a small amount of time, maybe a month or a month and a half or so, I can choose to get rid of their character and add in a new person, maybe someone's a little bit more active in the universe. It's not saying they couldn't come back at a later time. Oh, I think going for that bro kick, dodged by Warden. I don't know if that was a signature or finisher of Justin Sane. I think that was a finisher, as we see Warden has a finisher stalking Justin. Going for that end of days probably. Here it is, the end of days. Is that it for Justin Sane and his U.S. title hopes? 1, 2, no, just barely a 2 count. One, two, I didn't see the move right there. I'm reading this. You'd rather fourth than defend that in a match like that. Well, I don't know why you'd want to. I mean, simply the game doesn't allow for, I mean, you used to be able to do, you know, 3 tag teams in a TLC match, you know, go back 4 years. We used to have those game modes where we could have 3 tag teams in tornado tag style matches. Since we don't have that, the only way to really be able to pull off like a match like that is to do a 6-man tag match instead of it being a tag match itself. So that's what we're doing. Is we're doing it's basically a 3-way tag match, but it's TLC, or it's going to be a ladder match. There's not. I mean, it's the same thing as if I did a triple threat match for a singles title in a ladders match. It's not really any different. Justin Sane going for a pinfall here. 1, 2, not able to get the victory over Warden. Yes, a caw. See, I always use the word caw, assuming, I guess everybody understands what it is. It's a creator wrestler is what that stands for. Nice swinging neck breaker right there from Warden, taking down Justin Sane. But Justin now getting up, going for this comeback, hits 2 clotheslines in a row off the ropes, hits that back heel kick. Nice comeback completed by Justin Sane. He might be going for a signature move here. Hits that bro kick that was dodged a few minutes ago. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Justin 2 able to kick out as Warden, but now he's got a finisher. Image, read it. Created wrestler. What is going on? I don't know what you're asking me to. Oh, hold on. Image, read it. Do you mean, CJ? Did you mean the Tom Haskins thing? Is that what you're telling me to read? Oh, I think that was a finishing move right there. That bullhammer elbow drop. I mean, excuse me, bullhammer elbow. But he's unable to get the cover. He is too exhausted, and Warden might actually get back to his feet before him. Justin Sane and Warden get back to their feet at the same time after that. Oh, you know, maybe it wasn't, because might have just been a normal move. Warden able to block that bro kick with an attempt of his own. Now going to be going for the end of days again. Warden with that end of days right there. That's got to be it. No way Justin Sane kicks out of 2 of them. 1, 2, 3, and Warden continues to defend his United States Championship. I don't know. It's not necessarily an upset. Warden had no momentum coming into this matchup, but Justin Sane did. Justin Sane, however, who personally I thought would probably take the title from Warden this month, was unable to do so, and Warden retains in the first championship match here in XCW Universe Summerslam. As you saw, he was going for that bro kick, and Warden was able to prevent it from happening, then stalking him and hitting that end of days for the win.
Here is your winner, and still the United
There were quite a few finishers and signatures countered in that matchup. That seems to be Warden's special, is when he reverses the move. We saw a while back Shane Scott was going for a finisher. It would have been a border cross onto some steel steps outside of the ring. Warden was able to reverse that move and hit the end of days for the win. And just like that, blocks the bro kick and then hits his finisher, the end of days, one more time for the victory. You were talking about Tom Hoskins' message. Yeah, so I thought you were talking about, or somebody was saying that. I thought Trouble was going to win that one. Sorry, Trouble. You did hit, I believe, one signature, Trouble, but unable to pick up that win was just insane. Yes, Hoskins saying that he didn't want to compete for the tag team titles if he had to compete in that type of matchup. But in reality, it's the same thing. I mean, next month, the Undisputed Championship will not be competed for one-on-one. I have yet to reveal what that match type will be. I will let y'all know on Raw. It will be definitely a special matchup next month. But we're going to find out right now who is going to be our first WWE European Championship. Excuse me, European Champion. We have 4 men who have won matches last week in order to get this opportunity. We have Mike Miles, a member of Foreign Affairs. We have the newest member of the XCW Universe. You see him entering right now. I'm going to have to talk during this because I got this song flagged during my last YouTube video on episode 19. So I'm going to talk during this entire entrance as to not get it flagged yet again. This is Muhammad Johad, the newest member of XCW Universe. He defeated Alpha 1 in singles competition in order to get the chance to fight for this for this European Championship. I'm not sure how the Universe is going to like a Middle Eastern superstar. In reality, I have no problem with him being here in XCW Universe, but as with any decision that is somewhat controversial, we'll see if there's any negative backlash or any backlash toward this kind of superstar. I doubt it. I believe our members of XCW Universe are upstanding gentlemen, and there won't be any retaliation just based on a man's location of birth, but we will see as Muhammad Johad, or Mojo for short, is going to be able to be the man that walks out of here as the first ever XCW Universe European Champion. Oh, that took a long time. I couldn't stop.
Introducing the challengers from parts unknown, Thing 666.
This is our Money in the Bank holder right here, folks. This is Bobby James. He was able to climb that ladder, defeat 5 other men. 3 of them who have still yet to come back into XCW Universe mode have been injured since that pay-per-view. But Bobby James has been competing and winning week in and week out. Has yet to lose a match this month after winning that Money in the Bank pay-per-view match, getting that briefcase. Not only does he have an Undisputed Championship matchup whenever he feels fit to have it, he also gets to have this European Championship match right now. He could be a double champion, theoretically, if he wins this and cashed in before losing that title.
Representing the 4 Horsemen from Charlotte, North Carolina, Mike Miles.
A member of Foreign Affairs had an opportunity to face Brian Nash here tonight if he could have won a fatal 4-way match, but unable to do so, had to tap out to Shane Scott. But this last week on Raw was able to win a triple threat match in order to get in this European Championship match tonight, this inaugural European Championship matchup. We're going to find out who has what it takes, and Mike Miles, of all people, wants to win this matchup as he is from England. He wants that title. He wants to be the first European champion. Hello, Chris United. I don't believe I know who you are. I've seen you before, but it's good to have anybody here, whether it is a member of the XCW Universe or a somebody who would like to become one, or simply somebody who's just a fan of it. But thank you for being here.
And their opponent from Montreal, Canada, Chris Canadian.
The WWE Universe, letting them hear it.
And here is the man, Chris Canyon. Who better than Canyon? No, not that Canyon. But this is still Chris Canyon coming to the ring. He had a horrible start to his career here in XCW Universe. Loss after loss. Didn't matter if it was singles competition, tag team competition, triple threats, fatal fours, whatever it was, whatever he was in, this man could not pick up a victory for the longest time. And then for the last 3 weeks, Chris Canyon has picked up wins, including the all-important one last week. 2 men who had had a decent winning streak going into that matchup, Chris Kanyon was the man to pick up the victory and earn his way into the European Championship match here tonight. So how has Anthony been doing? Anthony has had a decent career, up and down, winning a little bit here and there. But this month, I guess Anthony has not had a particularly great month. He lost. He got pinned by Ross after that. They had broken up that tag team. Anthony has not done very much, but Ross finally got a victory over Anthony, kind of exercising Ross's demons. But later on tonight, we will see Anthony and Ross going one-on-one, trying to settle their differences once and for all. So you will see Anthony be competing here tonight. You just saw the title being held up in front of all four of those men. Momentum onto slow. Here we go in this fatal four-way matchup. This is Extreme Rules. Both men going for suplexes. One a vertical reverse STO, and one a regular suplex. But the timing was pretty awesome on that starting maneuvers. You see that moonsault right there from Chris Kanyon. Impressive move. Now a running power slam by Mike Miles. Madfire wants to fight in your original attire. You should be fighting in your original attire, Madfire, as should Jake Watson. Mike Miles, I felt like that Jake Watson's second attire wouldn't go with your first attire.
And he hits the neck breaker. He almost took his head off with that lariat.
Oh, you have a shirt in your tag. Okay. We've got these four men competing here. Again, I've said it quite a few times, but this European Championship has a great history, and these men want to be the first one to start the history here in XCW Universe as the first European champion. We have one European here in Mike Miles. I believe the rest are Americans, although I honestly don't know where Mojo is from. I'm assuming he is from the Middle East, as he is Middle Eastern, but I did not listen to where he is from. Kirby, you could probably tell me where your Ka is from. Yes, there is nearly 20 people in here, at least according to my Twitch stream. It doesn't usually give me the most up-to-date number. We've had up to 35 in one stream before, so I don't know. We might be able to break that here. I saw a while back we have our undisputed champion in the chat, but he might be quiet like he normally is. Oh, right here, going for a Canadian neckbreaker is Bobby James. Nice maneuver there from our Money in the Bank holder. And Mike Miles going for a punch in midair, misses a swing at Chris Kanyon, who gives him a knee to the face. Bobby James bringing the first hardcore action into this matchup. Goes and gets a kendo stick and then receives promptly a strike on the head by Mike James. Mike James trying to take everybody out with this. Some weird glitch there, some kind of kick, and his leg got pulled around there from Muhammad Johad, who gets slammed a couple of times from that kendo stick by Mike Miles. Foreign Affairs has really taken a turn for the better this month in XCW Universe, adding two members, Mike Miles and King Wimbo, to their ranks. King Wimbo was unable to win the undisputed #1 contendership match in that fatal four-way match, but he is going to be competing here tonight against a former member of the Disciples of Darkness. Mike Miles, the other singles competitor in Foreign Affairs, is competing here tonight. Hopefully Foreign Affairs can walk out here tonight with both the tag team titles and the European Championship. That would prove that maybe they're the best champion or best faction here in XCW Universe. But there's also the possibility that the Disciples of Darkness could walk out of here with two titles tonight, the tag team championships and the undisputed championship, as Shane Scott will be fighting Brian Tornado Nash later tonight.
Are you kidding me? Monster counters it.
Oh, he's born in New Orleans. Oh, but your heritage is Palestine. Okay. So if your character's from New Orleans too, then we've got 3 Americans and 1 European here. European definitely wants to win this matchup to represent his own country. Oh, Bobby James hitting a vicious DDT right there onto that kendo stick. Just one weapon brought into use here tonight so far.
Oh, man, what a neck breaker. That's a cane in his hand.
Oh, Jake Watson. I'm sorry, I forgot that Jake Watson's from Canada. I did not realize that. I think, oh my gosh. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, Chris Kanyon. I wasn't even paying attention. I think he should have corkscrew moonsault or maybe a red arrow or something. He hit some diving maneuver there. If anybody saw what the move was, let me know. He actually knocked down the 4th opponent, and there was 2 men down. Oh my, oh no, okay, I thought he got the pin there. Michael Cole with that's it. I thought that was it. But he was fooled by it as well. Red, white, and blue Thunderbomb right there by Bobby James. Some action. Going some crazy action here. Quite a few almost victories there.
This could do it. And Black kicks out at 2.
You're right. There is a Canadian, an Englishman, and a American all in the XCW. I mean, you actually have 2 Brits because you have the Alex Wolf is also from Britain in Foreign Affairs. What is this move by Mojo, jumping onto the face of Mike Miles, then following it up with a European uppercut, slamming him down into the corner. Lucky Chance isn't in this matchup. He might have been going for extracurricular activities right now. But Mojo about to jump across the ring. Oh my gosh, all the way over. He jumped over Bobby James. He's about to hit an RKO. He hits it on Chris Kanyon. Goes for the pinfall. Mojo better be ready to break this up. 1, 2. Mojo just in time. He is lucky he was not a little bit quicker, as maybe if he had started a move on Mike Miles, might not have noticed that pinfall attempt. Mike Miles going for the pinfall. 1, 2. No, not enough to pick up the win right there. Miles outside of the ring now. I think he might have been thinking about going for a weapon, but decided, you know what, I need to get back in there. Gets a clothesline, though, as soon as he gets back in the ring. Bobby James turning his focus to Mojo, who throws him out of the ring. No, instead pulls him back. Hits a nice pendulum backbreaker. Ooh, that sweet chin music to the side of the head. Guess you would definitely call that more of a super kick when you're not hitting the chin. 2 clotheslines here. What is this? Going for a comeback, I believe. Ducks under and hits that sweet chin music again. Bobby James could go for a pinfall instead. We know he's got a special thrown into the corner from Chris Kanyon. Kanyon throwing him to the ground. What is Kanyon going for here? He's climbing the top rope quickly. What is he going for? He's going for that. Oh, Mojo picked up. That is so cruel. Mojo hitting that sweet chin music now. Going for the pinfall. 1, 2. Kanyon just there in time. Now Kanyon going for that reverse vertical STO. Right there, that punch to the face. He's going for an AA. Reversed. We know that Mojo's got a finisher. If he's able to hit it, he could win this matchup maybe. Raid, we got somebody I don't recognize. A-Bed Nice Slashes. I couldn't read that. Bedino Slashes maybe? I'm not sure. But Slashes, thank you for being here at XCW Universe's SummerSlam pay-per-view. This is a great matchup here. What is this? 1, 2. Was that it? No, it was not enough. Bobby James unable to get the win right there as a power slam from Mike Miles. Chris Kanyon puts Bobby James in the corner. Good reversal. Bobby James going for a straight jacket suplex. 1, 2. Not enough. 1, 2. Oh! Bobby James would not have had a time to go get that pinfall kick out if he was as he had not gotten up from his pinfall attempt. The referee immediately turning around for Mike Miles' pin attempt on Mojo there. Chris Kanyon hits an exploder suplex, a curb stop taking Miles out. Oh, 1, 2, 3, that is it! Chris Kanyon is our European champion. He hits that, you saw right here, that corkscrew moonsault right there. Hit earlier on by Chris Kanyon. We'll talk about the finish in a moment. Nobody able to pick the victory up until Chris Kanyon. This, not enough. Right there, sweet chin music. Mojo taking him down. Not able to get the victory right here as Kanyon broke that up. We're going to see another move before it goes on. This is a really long replay. I don't think this was the winning pinfall. 1. No, that was just a really, really long pinfall animation. The curb stop right there, but if you see it, 1, 2, 3, he hit that exploder suplex that was comboed into a pin. Instead of simply hitting it and letting go, he comboed it into the pin. And even though Mojo just hit a finisher, I believe, Mojo is too exhausted could not turn around, could not just get one hand to smack it up and break up the pinfall. Great ending, even though Foreign Affairs was unable to come out with their first championship. Chris Kanyon, what a turnaround for his XCW Universe career. Had not won a single matchup heading into this match, this pay-per-view. I believe over 2 full months of no victories, and then finally have now picked up 4 wins in a row. Great victory and great title win for Chris Kanyon, becoming our first ever European champion. Very impressed with that match right there. But now a rivalry of 2 men who were once friends turning on each other, ending their matchup. Anthony went on to compete in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Ross went on a huge losing streak. Finally broke that losing streak by pinning Anthony in a triple threat matchup, but neither of these men able to qualify for any of our singles titles this month. And tonight here they will maybe put their feud to rest, as Ross and Anthony will compete one-on-one here tonight. Uh-oh, Tornado, did you hear that? You better be pulling for the Disciples of Darkness, because if Wolf is going to leave tag team action, he might be the #1 contender for the Undisputed Championship by default, based off his huge career here in XCW Universe. I don't know. You better pray and hope that the Disciples of Darkness come out of tonight with that victory, Tornado. And here is Ross with that huge pyro display right there. 1 more to go. Bam! I love that pyro combination. And he is here ready to compete tonight. Ross making his way up the steel steps. He has definitely had an up and down career here in XCW Universe. Busted onto the scene with a great victory in his very first matchup here in XCW Universe. Since then has been up and down. Most recently down, but now wanting to turn things around with a win at the biggest party of the summer, Summerslam. This might just be exactly what Ross needs. Maybe sending him towards one of those singles championship. As we've already seen, Warden was able to retain the United States Championship. And we saw just moments ago Chris Kanyon winning the European Championship. Ross might be heading for one of those titles if he can get a great victory here tonight over a nemesis of his now, Anthony. The tag team title match is the next match after this one, Mad.
And approaching the ring from Montreal, Canada, Anthony.
I'm excited for this one.
And here he is, Anthony, entering from the crowd, ready tonight for action. I think that he felt that Ross was whining and complaining when he was upset about that losing streak he had. Anthony did not feel sorry for Ross when Ross had that bad streak and Anthony was headed to the Money in the Bank ladder match, just as Ross did not feel bad for Anthony when Anthony was unable to win the Money in the Bank ladder match. But here tonight, these 2 men, this bad blood is going to spill over between these 2, and one of them will walk out with a huge pay-per-view victory. Uh-oh. And here we go. This is not a title match. We're going to leave it back to normal. Not fast, not slow. Right there in the middle of momentum. Kirby is going to go as not going to be PG anymore, as he is already talking about the sex tapes again, which is just kind of crazy. He always pulls this out. And here we go. Anthony and Ross starts out. Both men trying to get the lead there. Anthony, the first one to get a takedown with that clothesline, taking the much larger Ross to the ground, this time jumping into the air with that clothesline. Ross off of his feet twice early in this matchup. And now a reverse suplex. Impressive strength by Anthony. You wouldn't think he'd be able to lift up the much larger Ross, but he just did. and hits that leg drop right there. But Ross picks up and sweeps Anthony to the ground. Maybe going to show off some of his power in a moment, as he definitely has the decided power advantage in this matchup. Popping Anthony in the chest, but Anthony with a quick move here, going for maybe a suplex. He is. Nice suplex performed there by Anthony.
He's putting those educated feet to good use. Oh, that elbow's got
Jake,
him.
guess who we fight? Guess when our match is. You're in Jake's corner. Mad Fire's in Jake's corner. Huh? Nice German suplex off that rebound from the corner. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Jake's corner. Ross running under the ropes here. What is this? Anthony reversal, though. Takes him to the ground. A nice move there by Anthony. We are about halfway through our pay-per-view of SummerSlam. We still have 3 more matches after this, including 2 championship matchups. But Ross right here picking Anthony up, hitting a nice pendulum backbreaker.
You hear how his leg
That has
connected?
got to hurt the ribs and spine of Anthony.
That'll leave a mark.
The flow of the match has changed again.
IDEC image? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. You have on kick. Okay. You have me on kick. I've never heard of kick until the last couple of days, so apparently that's some type of whatever, like chatting app or something. Jake up right there. I mean, not Jake. God, if I read the chat too much, sometimes I start naming people from the chat, especially if their names for their actual wrestlers are in the chat. Anthony hitting that STO, busting open. Ross right here might be getting the win on that move. 1, 2. No, Ross able to kick out. But Ross has been busted open. He is bleeding at the hands of Anthony.
Monster counters it. He's putting those educated feet to good use.
Anthony needs to get off the
And there's a hard right
ropes right, off the ground, and he does, but now being sent back to the ground with that belly-to-belly suplex. Now getting his head pounded into the mat.
The king
Maybe
comes
trying to
up with a
bust
huge
open
counter.
Anthony here is Ross. Trying to be, not only did did Anthony cause Ross to have a bad month here in XCW Universe last month,
And he
but
hits him with an
also
impressive combination
now
of kicks.
busting him open. I told you before this match that blood would be spilled, and I was right.
Perfectly. A ferocious clothesline.
Ross taken out with that clothesline. Oh no, he set up for that RKO. This cutter right here could be the end of the match.
Not this.
Ross unable to avoid it. Anthony domination here tonight. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Ross unable to get back on the winning track, and Anthony picks up a huge win. Not quite a squash match, but definitely had the decided advantage in this matchup all the way through was Anthony, as he picks up the win with the RKO.
Let's check him out.
Nice move right there. Already busted open. You can see the blood on the forehead right there, but it is not Ross with the victory. It's Anthony. Impressive win here tonight. What does this mean for him going forward? Will he be a contender for the United States or European Championships? More than likely that is the case, but we don't know what exactly is in store for us after SummerSlam. This is our pay-per-view here tonight. Moving on now to our next matchup. We have our tag team championship match. By order of the general manager, though, all 6 men will enter by themselves. They will not be allowed to enter with their partners. We will have 1 member at a time from each group join until all 6 men have entered the ring. And whoever climbs the ladder and grabs the briefcase for his team will get the tag team championships that are inside. We have 2 members of Foreign Affairs. We have Jake Watson and Alex Wolf, who have had their best month by far here in XCW Universe. We have the Disciples of Darkness, Phantom and the Phantom and Wolf, who have had by far their worst month here in XCW Universe. And we have CM Punk and Atomic Bomb, who have actually had a very good month, defeating the Pride every single week, singles competition followed by tag team competition, and then finally able to pick up the win last week, but in controversial fashion, forcing this matchup to be a three-way tag team matchup. Oh, if you're wondering where Alex Wolf's mask has gone, it is taken off now. Alex Wolf has re-unmasked himself. You know, originally he had the mask on, and he took, he had the mask, there was no mask, and then he put it on, has finally removed the mask here tonight.
The following six-man contest is a ladder match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Disciples of Darkness from the other side of darkness, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, the Phantom.
The Phantom, half of our undisputed tag team champions, so far have won 4 straight title matches. This would be their 5th win if they could do it, solidifying them as one of the greatest tag teams in history if they can win this matchup here tonight. And all of wrestling history. And Phantom right there is our first man in the ring. And now representing Punk and Atomic Bomb, here is Atomic Bomb, the first member of his team to the ring.
Now the WWE Universe sure isn't shy about sharing their feelings about this superstar.
After this, am I doing Raw? Probably not doing another whole episode here tonight. Once I am finished with our pay-per-view, that'll probably be it. There is a chance I will go ahead and start the next week tomorrow. Depends on how much time I have and when I would be able to pull it off. But there's always a chance that I could do my stream tomorrow on Saturday. But here tonight is what we are worried about. This is our first of 2 title matches left here at Summerslam. The best in the world. The man who either stalked CM Punk enough to bribe him into joining him, or somehow convinced him, befriended Punk, and is simply a big fan. Atomic Bomb here tonight has a chance to do what he could not pull off last month, and that is win the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. And now a member of Foreign Affairs coming to the ring.
Representing the Four Horsemen from Toronto, Canada, Jake Watson.
That's right, Jake Watson here tonight, coming to the ring. Jake Watson was having a very hard struggle here in XCW Universe, but really, once he and Alex Wolf gelled together, these two men have been a dominant tag team here in XCW Universe. They were the first men ever to defeat Wolf and Phantom in tag team action, and here tonight we might see them just be able to pick up those tag belts from our undisputed tag champions. Thank you to everybody who is viewing here tonight. I'm not doing this for the numbers, not trying to have the most followers and have the biggest parties in the world here in our chat box, but I appreciate it. It makes it a lot more fun for me when we have chats and a good party going on. So thank you guys for being here and watching XCW Universe Mode, episode 20.
Representing the Disciples of Darkness from Mount Olympus, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Wolf.
And here is the other blood brother, the other member of the Disciples of Darkness, Wolf. One of the most feared men here in XCW Universe. Has only ever been pinned one time in tag team action. Or excuse me, has only been pinned one time ever here in singles competition, and that was by Alex Wolf. So in tag team action, in normal tag team action, he has never been pinned. But tonight it is not about pinning, it is not about submitting, it is about climbing the ladder and retrieving those belts. It's big. It's in real life. It's summer in the universe mode. You could have a legit rematch, and I mean, if you choose to break up your tag team, you can't. But you could have a legit rematch. As you would obviously fight the winners of this matchup. CM Punk on his way to the ring. Our only competitor here in XCW Universe, who is on the in-game roster. This man has won his only ever singles match here in XCW Universe, and has only ever lost 2 matches total in his entire career. But one of them was for the tag team titles last month to the Disciples of Darkness, the Blood Brothers. And here tonight, competing in this 3-way tag team ladder match for the tag team titles. This is CM Punk's chance to pick up gold here in XCW Universe. Bomb. The only person to have a title length near that of the Disciples of Darkness is our champion, Brian Tornado Nash, who since the very first pay-per-view, Bad Blood, has held onto that undisputed championship. But these men, since the 3rd week of XCW Universe, have been the tag team champions. But we have one more man to come out here, sporting his brand new attire. He's taken the mask off, and he is ready to compete here tonight for those tag team titles. Maybe the hottest man right now in XCW Universe.
And their opponent, representing the 4 Horsemen, from England, Alex Wolf.
Wow, listen to that reaction.
Alex Wolf making his way to the ring. I think his bandana is somehow going through his neck. Sorry, that just looks weird. Should be flipping around behind him, not through his neck there. But we have a brand new attire. It seems like Alex Wolf has definitely the hardest working attire man in the business. But this one might stick for quite a while, as he has removed the mask. And I believe by default the leader of Foreign Affairs, I'm not sure if there's an official leader, but I would say more than likely he could lay claim to the name Foreign Affairs, as he was one of the original 2 members of Foreign Affairs. And here we go. This is a title matchup, but since it is a ladder match, I will leave the momentum at normal. I don't want this match to take 4 years.
Feet above the ring, and all these competitors will sacrifice.
People match. I mean, it's going to be based off of winning, losing, / character development. Occasionally, things just happen in matches that set up well for a nice title match. So it's not going to just be given to any one person. You know, more than likely, I'll have of quality or something. Man, 2 men about to hit CM by that ladder, having quite a bit of lag. It's insane. Hopefully this goes. Alex already climbing the ladder, trying to match him. There's Wolf to stop him. To trying to hit each other, but they're basically frozen. And hits Wolf. Wolf knocks Alex down, hits him off the ladder, and Wolf now jumping off the ladder. He hits a diving headlock. Now Phantom trying to grab the briefcase. Those championship belts are inside of that briefcase. There we go. Oh, man, so much lag. What is going on? Wolf trying to grab the belts, unable to do so. CM Punk taking down Alex Wolf. Alex throwing him hard into the corner now. Wolf about to attack Atomic Bomb, throwing him outside of the ring onto a ladder. The legs of Atomic Bomb there catching the edge of the ladder. Jake Watson getting to his feet. Alex Wolf on the far side of the ring. Atomic Bomb back in the ring now. Everybody but Wolf is in. Wolf getting the ladder, bringing one back into the ring. They keep getting knocked out. Tom Haskins, I'm sorry that you don't like this matchup. It's not like you lose the titles and never get a rematch. If somehow you do lose, for all we know, you'll win this match. We don't know yet. I mean, it's better odds than being in a 6-man ladder match for a championship. So it's not as bad as it could be. So I don't know why you're getting too upset about it. Phantom right here early on, maybe able to pull the belts out of the down, but Jake Watson breaking it up, and Atomic Bomb power bombing him to the mat. Let's not get worked up in the chat. Just to let you know, if anybody's gets too upset, if Shane Scott is yelling at anybody, nobody get upset. Even I got testy with Shane Scott the other day, Mr. Midnight Apollo. But right now, in the middle of the ring, Jake Watson about to attack CM Punk. But Phantom's got, oh, we just saw mist right there from Wolf, blinding Alex Wolf. Phantom climbing the ladder. He's got his hands, was about to grab the belts up there in that briefcase, but was unable to as somebody shifted the ladder out of position. Oh, Wolf launching Alex into the air there. I think Wolf's most hated person here in XCW Universe would be Alex Wolf. Feels that name belongs to him. You know, it would be a great matchup is Wolf versus Alex Wolf. And if Alex Wolf loses the matchup, Alex Wolf has to get rid of that last name. I don't know if you guys would want to do something like that, but that would be a cool matchup in my opinion. What is this? We've got one ladder outside of the ring. Phantom trying to knock over that ladder. Jake Watson picking up CM Punk here. Nice. You saw him. Now he's attacking, or here he is throwing somebody outside of the ring. Punk on the ground. Phantom trying to climb the ladder, it looks like. But Atomic Bomb is the first one climbing it. Phantom climbing it now. Phantom about to grab the titles. No, Atomic fighting. They're fighting on top of the ladder. Atomic about to knock Phantom off. No, Phantom reverses. He body drops him off the top of the ladder. Phantom might get it right here. Oh no, Jake Watson. And I think the collision between Jake Watson stopping Phantom. Phantom though back, about to win this championship. Punk stops him. Punk attacking both members of the Disciples of Darkness. Ross Fowler, you've missed your matchup. It was a little bit earlier on here tonight as we are in the last 3 matches of our pay-per-view. Jake Watson climbing up the ladder. Could he be the man to pull it down? Nobody's paid attention. Finally, Atomic Bomb there to stop him. And he hits him one more time, knocking him off the top of that ladder. WWE King is Jeff Hardy open. Technically, this is not for real superstars, although I guess we've yet to have anybody try to use, although I'm not really wanting real superstars unless they're in-game superstars, and they really have to be a tag team partner of an existing creator wrestler or a creator wrestler that you want downloaded. But no, nobody has used Jeff Hardy this far. Wolf, nice diving crossbody over the top rope, landing that splash on top of Atomic Bomb. Looks like Phantom is setting up for a finisher here. Picks up, he's going. I don't think I've ever seen Phantom actually hit this. He hits that TKO right there. And Wolf gets hit by the GTS from Atomic Bomb. He is bloody and down. Atomic might be trying to climb the ladder here. I don't think it's in the correct position. Atomic almost ready to climb the ladder. Can I get your call then? I can put him on a waiting list. You got to add me on Xbox Live. My gamer tag is Image Maker. Alex Wolf setting up a ladder in the middle of the ring. Send me a message on Xbox Live. I can put you on the waiting list. There's still a few people left waiting to get their call into the Universe mode. CM Punk sets the ladder up in the center of the ring. Wolf throwing CM Punk. No, pulling him back. Hits a nice spine buster. Alex Wolf not happy where that ladder was. Picking it up, trying to hit Wolf. I think he accidentally just hit Jake Watson. But now he's setting up the ladder, climbing it. He's the only man in the ring climbing the ladder right now. Now we got Phantom at the top of the ladder. These two men are going to fight out. No! Punk knocking both men down. Phantom had not got to the top rope. Alex Wolf falling from the full distance right there.
Oh, his body has to be broken right now. Again, this looks no disqualification. So the ref's going to
Jake Watson setting up a ladder in the center of the ring. Quite a bit of action outside of it. Jake Watson probably going to be unable to grab it as the ladder slightly moved out of place. Alex Wolf now has got the ladder. Alex setting up the ladder in the center of the ring. Phantom there to stop him though. He hits a finisher code breaker, buzzing Alex Wolf wide open. Is Phantom now setting the ladder up. And now he's lifting up Punk, trying to hit Punk with the move right there.
This is dangerous. Are you kidding me? Not in the ladder. Oh, ladder.
Kirby, what's going on? No reason to get upset with anybody in the chat here. All this is hopefully just supposed to be for fun, regardless if you win or lose. We're just hoping the matchups are fun to watch for each and every one of you here watching on the XCW Universe. We are picking up steam here late in this matchup. I think whoever grabs that belt, one real tug from from the briefcase holding our tag team championships in them, will in fact be all it takes. But it is hard to keep that ladder in the center of the ring with all this chaos. Punk right there being thrown. I'm sorry, Atomic Bomb being thrown by Phantom. Now Phantom about to look like he's about to climb the ladder, sending Jake Watson. Oh, I think he hit the ladder. Watson though reversing this attack by Phantom. Alex Wolf trying to take Wolf down maybe, I'm not sure. Ends up getting out of the ring. Ooh, another man busted open. Third man of this match. That's Jake Watson. Phantom climbing the ladder now. Phantom's almost got it. Phantom's going to win this match right here. Phantom, oh, with his career on the line, Phantom picks up the victory for the Disciples of Darkness. As Wolf, you saw him, Wolf could have tried to, the Universe could have tried to decide to screw him and have Wolf climb the ladder and break it up. Instead, Wolf stood there watching it, maybe protecting Phantom, as Phantom pulls it down, and the Disciples of Darkness, the Blood Brothers, retain yet again their tag team championships. What a way to end it. I can't believe this. Tom Haskins, if you're watching, you've got to be happy now as your boys. I don't know, maybe you wanted to lose the tag titles. Maybe you wanted Phantom to go away and Wolf to dominate the singles competition. But right there, your boys refuse to lose the championships here tonight in this three-team ladder match. We saw the steel steps involved. We saw a couple other weapons and a lot of bloody action. 3 men busted open by ladders. Well, if he's still retiring, then they went out on top, but I'll have to get confirmation to make sure that Phantom is retiring, because if he is in fact his last match here at XCW Universe, Phantom going out in style maybe, picking up the victory for the Disciples of Darkness. And we've got now a former member of the Disciples of Darkness. You see John Sanchez right there. Look at the scars on his face. We heard last week that he was doing this backstage after his unable to get into that European Championship. He also let everybody know that he has left the Disciples of Darkness, no longer a member of that faction. He is going up against a member of Foreign Affairs here, King Wimbo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the 4 Horsemen from Illinois,
Wimbo right here on his way to the ring. Those flames right next to the fans. Lucky that a child has not burned himself yet on those extremely dangerous flames on his way to the ring. If the titles are dropped, then Foreign Affairs wants to fight for those tag team titles. Well, if the titles are dropped, we might have to have a tag team title tournament to crown new champions. I don't expect the brothers of the Blood Brothers, the Disciples of Darkness, to break up that tag team, but if Tom Hoskins wants it to happen, then that's exactly what will. You can't censor people just because you don't like their opinion. I'm 17, you idiot. Well, technically you can censor people if you are the one controlling the chat. Theoretically, I could go in there and censor certain particular words, but I don't know. Or you could have a mod that could ban people. So if I had a mod, I could have people being censored, but since I don't, I don't.
Representing the Disciples of Darkness from Manhattan, New York, John Sanchez.
The WWE Universe letting them hear it.
All right, here is JS coming to the ring right now. JS has, in fact, been a very strong member of XCW Universe, but the last couple of weeks unable to pick up victories to compete for a title here tonight. Going so far as to leave his faction, scar his face, and you right now unable to see his face just yet, as he has brought a mask with him, hiding himself from the world before he starts that matchup here tonight. JS and King Wimbo go going one-on-one. Just to let you guys know, at any time, if you feel like you want to retire your Ka or replace your Ka with a new creator wrestler, you can. Just let me know if you ever feel like your character is stagnant and you want to move on from them. Just tell me and I will let it happen or make it happen. I'm not requiring anybody to keep their wrestler. And if anybody, like if I had downloaded someone wrestler and they found out I was doing this and decided, hey, I don't want my guy in that, I would delete him. Same thing as if you have a wrestler, like let's say, I don't think he will, King Wimbo here, new member of XCW Universe, but if Wimbo decided, you know what, I don't want Wimbo in here anymore, just delete him, I would have to do that. It's your guy. I'm not truly in charge of him, only in charge of running the universe that he is involved in. But just inform me if you ever want any changes to your wrestler or wrestlers, if you have a tag team, that is. Well, first off, he can do that if he has a tag team and he is still the tag team champions and he's retaining one of his members. If he were getting 2 new people and then giving them the belt, I would find that I might not agree with that. But if he wants to retire Phantom and bring a new guy into tag team with Wolf, then I will allow that to happen, as he retained his tag team titles and has yet to lose them. I can't really punish him for wanting to change one of his men.
He saw that one coming.
Spear right there from King Wimbo, taking taking JS to the ground. Now hitting, what is this? Oh, he's going for this crazy leg drop. I don't know what that move is right there, where he is throwing his hands in the air, maybe getting the crowd to join in a chant for King Wimbo. King Wimbo right now, though, being taken hard to the ground. We know that XCW Universe here has been lacking some faces, as we've had the evil DOD versus the heels of Foreign Affairs. But I have heard that the Vigilantes are coming. Sorry, not the Vigilantes. The Vigilantes are on their way. Brian Tornado Nash, I promised you last month that you would find out soon exactly what the Vigilantes are. And on Raw, you will find out exactly what the Vigilantes are and who they are, as the Vigilantes will make their debut this coming Monday on Raw. Or say, excuse me, it's not Monday in our universe, it's on Wednesday. But here we go as we're continuing this matchup here. JS running at Wimbo, who reverses that attack attempt into a spine buster. Now going for a power bomb is King Wimbo. Fighting it off now, JS, but King Wimbo dragging him to the center of the ring. What is he going for here? Wrenches that arm behind him. Oh, hitting that Pepsi twist right there. That move made famous by CM Punk in the Indies. Oh, I think he was going for a signature, possibly a finisher. Reversed, and now a crossface by JS, but his feet were in the ropes. Just unlucky positioning. I know JS was just blocking the signature finisher attempt. Didn't have time if he was going to lock that crossface in to check for the ropes. And sadly, it was a bad position for it. And had to let go quickly right there. Hey, no reason to give that right there. That corkscrew axe kick. Great move by JS. Whatever he was going for right there, reversed into a Russian leg sweep by Wimbo. Okay, you were quoting him. Yes, people can say stuff sometimes, but it's really what they're going to message me. They got to message me and let me know. If they don't message me, then I don't have a definitive word for it. So whatever he's messaging me, he sent me some messages in the last few minutes of the chat, and that's really up to him. And I will let you guys know on our next episode, episode 21, what will happen here. Wimbo hitting those series of punches, taking JS to the ground, but only getting a 1 count on him. JS setting this up here. What is this going to be? Pump handle drop right there from JS. JS lifting him up. This might be it right here. JS setting up a finisher. Or no, I'm sorry. This is a signature right here. I believe this is the jackhammer. This might be that bullplex suplex right there. Going for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. That is it. JS picks up the win. For a moment, I thought maybe King Wimbo kicked out, or King Wimbo, excuse me, Wimbo. King Wimbo kicked out, but I think that's just the animation. It has kind of a kick out, slight animation to it. But the 3 fall picked up by the former DOD member, recently leaving just last week on Raw, setting a new course for himself with a victory here tonight. A great victory here at SummerSlam.
Here is your winner.
And yes, Tornado, we have we are very frequently sorry, I laugh so hard because me and Tornado in real life make jokes with Anchorman all the time. You got an Anchorman joke right there. Loud noises because everybody's typing in all caps in the chat. We have one final match here tonight after JS picked up this victory. And it is our undisputed championship match. You are about to see the 2 men walk out in just a moment. But first, we'll get the picture here. Oh, crap. See, Universe does this on occasion, guys. It decides to change your championship match. No, this is not the matchup. This is not CM Punk versus Tornado Nash. So don't worry about it. CM Punk is who it wants to put in the title match, because CM Punk is automatically basically put on the top of the title list, because in real life he'd be higher than All the Cause. But here we go. We're going to have to quit this match and restart it because Universe Mode decided to rechange the championship match. Here's the funny thing. When I started the match, the first match, it was actually the correct match. It changed it while the matches were all happening because I haven't had to leave. I haven't had to... Oh, you know what? I did have to exit. I did have to exit because... No, I restarted a match. That's what it was. I restarted a match because I put the momentum onto slow. That's why I did it. Okay, Madfire, just no comments like that, please. And Midnight, don't comment back to that, okay? I botched your main event. No, Universe botched your main event. I didn't botch it. I had it set up with Heenan ready to come to the ring with you as well, even. I have to wait here for Universe to load back up. Finally, our main event of SummerSlam is about to happen. Okay, here we go. Undisputed Championship matchup, but the participant was changed by Universe. CM Punk will not be competing here tonight. Let's see, which attire should we go with? I guess we'll go with the original attire, unless Brian Nash tells me otherwise before I get past this screen. Okay, and then we are going to have Mr. Shane Scott, who earned this match in a fatal four-way match just a couple of weeks ago. I should have gone the opposite direction, as he's the last man on my 25-man list. There he is, Shane Scott. Oh, okay, he wants the red attire. Okay, gave him enough time to choose his attire here. We'll go with the red attire. Okay, and again, we'll go the opposite direction. So just one click that time here, and we'll add his manager, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Whoops. Bobby Heenan here. And here we go with our main event matchup. I don't understand why there is any negative talk in the chat. Let's go ahead and change the momentum since we can right here. Slow entrance on. What the hell? I just changed this matchup. What is... Okay, this has got to be a joke. Okay, I'm getting annoyed now. It apparently does not want Shane Scott to fight for the title. Okay, try it one more time. Stay out of it, image? What? Oh my god! Look at this! It refuses to make the match. It refuses to change this match. Okay, you know what? We're going to do customize match. Make it different. We'll have to make it a title match out of here. What is going on? Okay, this is insane. The game is refusing to give Shane Scott his title match. Okay, comic book attire, Brian Tornado Nash, yes. And then we've got Shane Scott in his original attire. Add the manager here. Okay. No, okay, I wanted a manager in there. Okay, no, we're going to choose Bobby. Okay, maybe if I choose his original attire instead of his other attire. I don't know, let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. Yeah, I could just start it. Okay, yeah, there we go. Thank you, Apollo, because apparently I forget that you can just start it from... I always save it. I never have to start it. Yes, blah, blah, blah. I do this 8 times in a row, losing all my viewers because nobody wants to watch the same... some guy trying to set up a match 8 times in a row. Let's go ahead and change the momentum to slow and entrance to on. Okay. CM Punk chance, apparently. Shane Scott one last time now, as we are going to add the manager of Bobby Heenan here. Okay, let's go ahead and start the matchup that the computer refuses to make happen. Finally, our Undisputed Championship matchup here, singles match between Brian Tornado Nash and Shane Scott, will happen. Hold on, I think I'm getting a phone call from Tornado Nash.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Never mind, that was, let's listen to this real quick.
WWE Undisputed Championship.
And here he is, folks, the Undisputed Champion. You have seen the Vigilantes on his shirt, the Vigilantes on his shirt from the beginning, and tomorrow he will be debuting the Vigilantes on Raw. Brian Tornado Nash is in red. I don't know what you think what red looks like, but that is red right there, not his blue attire. Lifting his title up high. He has been defending this championship from the very beginning. He defeated Russell Worth at Bad Blood, retained it at our last 2 pay-per-views as well, King of the Ring and Money in the Bank, and here tonight might be facing his stiffest challenge. He might actually have to hit a finisher here tonight to win a matchup, as so far he has won or retained the title via submission or back body drop. Sorry, Mike Miles. And here is Shane Scott. His attitude changed, his hatred toward the fans, not turned him past heel really, all the way to evil as he joined the Disciples of Darkness. And since he has joined that group, he has been dominating. Even though he has lost this month, he has still made people tap to that Rings of Saturn maneuver. He also has the accordion rack as well, his submission expert, this man who can inflict pain with his massive strength. Shane Scott here tonight not only wants to beat Brian Tornado Nash, but he wants to make him tap. Will he be able to do so? I don't know, as Brian Nash has not been defeated by anybody in an undisputed title match. But as you saw almost 2 months ago now, Shane Scott has made Brian Nash tap out to the Rings of Saturn. Will he be able to do it again here tonight for the championship? We're having a white and gold / black and blue dress discussion about Brian Tornado Nash's attire. Interesting chat going on as we're approaching nearly 20 viewers here in our main event. We see Brian Nash outside the ring there watching Shane Scott come into the ring. You saw him right there staring down Brian Nash. And now we're about to see the
challenger from Austin, Texas, Shane Scott. And his opponent from Dallas, Texas, he is the WWE Undisputed Champion, Brian Tornado Nashville.
Brian Tornado Nash one more time holding that title up. He's going to have to hand it over to the referee now. Will this be the last time that he holds that belt? Is this just the start of Shane Scott's dominance here in XCW Universe, or will Brian continue to be able to be the XCW Universe undisputed champion? We're going to find out in just moments, as here we go. The bell has rung. Quick lockup, but a headlock there by Brian Tornado Nash. A pendulum backbreaker to start up this match. Shane Scott quickly to his feet, but Brian Nash staying right on top of him. What is he going for here? Oh, sets him up, punches him in the face. Now pounding on the back of Shane Scott. Able to finally, after 5 or 6 strikes and a couple of axe handles, knock Shane Scott to the ground, but Shane Scott quickly hits that running STO, taking Brian Nash to the ground. This here, folks, is our main event, the last match of SummerSlam. It has been an awesome event. Some great matches. We have seen 2 titles be retained here tonight. We've seen a new title crowned as we had our first ever European Championship match earlier tonight. Will we see yet another retained title, or will we have a new champion at SummerSlam? Brian Nash again trying to beat down Shane Scott. He's not able to simply knock him down. He has to constantly, over and over, beat him down. Nash being thrown into the corner, stumbling out. Shane Scott going for a move, but Nash able to reverse it. Now Shane Scott reversing it. Both men hitting knees to the gut. Nash taking Shane Scott down right here, though. This match has been pretty even right here. Early on, Nash kind of had the advantage, but back and forth for the last couple of minutes. Nash going for that surfboard stretch. We saw him win with this match in the very first undisputed championship match in XCW Universe history. But no, not able to come out there with the victory. Oh, went for a spear right there, did Shane Scott, but a reversal, making it a DDT, using the momentum of Shane Scott against him, driving his head into the mat. But there, right there, Shane Scott tossing Nash up into the air. Both of these men wanting to be the undisputed champion. Shane Scott running off the ropes. I think he's going for that senton. He is. Oh, one of the heaviest men here in XCW Universe. Going for another one off the opposite ropes. Shane Scott really taking it to Nash here tonight. Shane Scott hits a haymaker, but not a normal haymaker, a haymaker throat thrust right there as Nash went to the ground. Nash in the corner now. Tried to hit a double axe handle. Barely got a piece of Nash. As Nash now hitting that big boot, dragging him to the center of the ring. Oh no, he's going for a comeback attempt, but Nash, he's got him here. What is he hitting? I think it's going to be a power bomb. Oh, stopping that comeback attempt with a power bomb was Nash right there. Very impressive. Now going for a kick to the gut. Shane Scott, probably been the best matchup so far for Brian Nash, and hits that spear right there. The closest match so far for Brian Nash in a title match. Shane Scott right now hitting that knee to the gut, followed up with a twisting, spinning lariat right there. You saw Nash's legs hype in the air. That might have been enough to knock Nash out if he wasn't so tired. Nash actually back up to his feet first, slamming Shane Scott to the ground. This has been a great matchup so far, a great night so far. Just hoping that we can have a great ending to this pay-per-view. Brian Nash goes for that spear. That's a signature of his. Reverse by Shane Scott. Shane Scott might be going for the Rings of Saturn. No, he just goes for a knee in the back, maybe still trying to weaken the back of Brian Nash. Make sure that when he locks it in, it will be over and done. But a standing Uranagi slam right there from Brian. Shane Scott going for the pinfall now. 1, 2, just a 2 as he kicks out. That is not the end here tonight. Nash was so close to hitting a signature move. Got it reversed. Shane Scott is now, I believe, has a signature or finisher ready to go. But now another powerbomb by Nash. The power of these two large athletes being shown in this matchup here tonight. Brian has Brain sitting on the outside. Oh, while he was on the ropes, spearing his partner. Spearing Shane Scott right there. Oh my gosh, I thought it was going to be it, but I believe his feet were in the ropes. Brian Nash getting hit with the spear now from Shane Scott, returning the favor. But Brian Nash has got a finisher if he can lock it in, if he can hit that F7 powerbomb. No. Oh, this is his other finisher. I don't think we've ever seen him hit it here at XCW Universe. It actually busts Shane Scott open. That F5. The F5 hit right there. Brian Nash trying to put him in the middle of the ring. Turns him over. Going for the pinfall. 1, 2. Oh no, not enough. A finisher by Brian Nash pretty late in this matchup. A good 10 minutes into this match. Not enough to put Shane Scott away, who is now busted open, bleeding profusely. Hit there by that standing Uranagi slam. Himster, can you join? You can always send me your information on Xbox Live. My gamer tag is ImageMaker. If anybody wants to give him the information. Spear there again, another equalizer. He's definitely using that to get the momentum in his favor, hitting that running senton again. If you send me a message on Xbox Live with your information, I'll put you on the waiting list. We have a small waiting list here as we have filled up with our maximum number of creator wrestlers. Brian Nash now going for an elbow there to the back of the head of Shane Scott, needing to hit another powerful move. Going for a bear hug here. Can he make Shane Scott tap out? Is he going to win yet again without a finisher? Shane Scott not wanting to give up. Oh my gosh. If he gives up, I'm going to freak out because Brian Nash will be the master of winning. No, he's able to reverse it into a DDT right there, taking Nash to the ground. Thank you, Madfire, putting my gamer tag on there. If you want to join, send me a message to that gamer tag. Add me as a friend. That way I'll know that you're trying to get in contact with me as well. Shane Scott's probably got a signature or finisher ready and lined up. Brian Nash, though, getting that elbow there, immediately getting a reversal on that throw. He hits him in the corner, though. Nash back on the ground. Shane Scott has yet to go for a submission hold. What is this right here? Knee to the gut. That spinning lariat again, taking Nash to the ground. That might be it for Nash. He needs to go for a pinfall attempt. No, he picks him up. Oh, I think he was going for that accordion rack right there. Nash. Oh, no, this is the F7. This might be it. Might be able to put Shane Scott away with the second finisher. The F5 was not enough. He has gone to the F7. 1, 2. Oh, no, Nash. Did not pick it up, did not. I thought that was it for sure. Nash not able to do it now, throwing Shane Scott. I think his neck landed on the ropes. Brian Nash, I thought that was it. I thought he retained the Undisputed Championship as he reversed the finisher, that accordion rack. Oh my gosh, but Shane Scott trying to fight back, needs a signature or finisher, has got to put Nash down. Nash going again for this bear hug. What is up with this? Is he going to make him tap? Oh my God. Brian Nash is just, what the hell? Brian Nash refuses to win an undisputed title match with his finishers, making Shane Scott tap out here. Shane Scott unable to hit a finisher. I'm pretty sure he would have made Brian tap out if he was able to land one. But right there, after 2 finishers, a bear hug from Brian Nash, Tornado able to pick up the victory. You see it right here, has got it locked in. Shane has taken quite a bit of damage, both the F5 and F7, causing massive damage to his ribs and spine. And right here, Brian again winning the Undisputed Championship, but not only winning it, but winning it with unbelievable non-finishing, non-signature way of putting away his opponent. But Brian Tornado Nash has got some bad news, and he doesn't even know it yet as he is back. He is in the ring, but backstage our GM is going to let everybody know on WWE.com, or excuse me, I guess XCWUniverse.com, that his match next month, since he is so dominant in tag and singles action for the Undisputed Championship, next month we are going to have an Elimination Chamber match for the Undisputed Championship at No Way Out. It is going to be Brian Tornado Nash going up against 5 other men in that matchup. The question is, will he be able to do like he has for the last 4 months and retain his Undisputed Championship? We will find out later. It was a great matchup between you guys. But again, Brian Nash using a submission for the 3rd out of 4 matches to win his Undisputed Championship match. We're going to go ahead and exit out here. SummerSlam has come to an end. It was a great pay-per-view, guys. Thank you for guys who stuck around for most of the time. Let me give you information really quickly for whether you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch. You can contact me on Xbox Live. My gamer tag is ImageMaker. There are no spaces in that. Send me a message, add me as a friend, let me know what your creator roast looks like, and when a spot becomes available in order, I will allow your guy to join up and become part of the XCW universe. If you're watching this on Twitch and you want to see it on YouTube, maybe you missed some matches, maybe you want to go back and watch the things you didn't, or any of our previous episodes, just search XCW Universe and you will find our things very quickly. This was episode 20. And then if you are looking for, if you're on this on Twitch, if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to watch a live stream on Twitch of XCW Universe, my Twitch name is Image45. There should be a link in the description as it usually tags it when I upload these to YouTube. But again, one more time, thank you guys. Great pay-per-view overall. We have 3 title defenses and a new champion crowned, our first ever European champion. But we might have the retirement of Phantom as he retained the tag team titles, able to pull the tag team titles down. And we might have some new members of the XCW Universe going forward. But remember, we do have at least the debut of the Vigilantes, and exactly Brian Nash will be debuting the Vigilantes on Raw, but the question is, who are these people? Who makes up the Vigilantes, and what are they here to do here in XCW Universe? Those answers will be answered, those questions will be answered on our next episode, episode 21. We will see you again on Raw. Thank you guys for being here one last time. I will see you later.